Hey there, Dixie Sports Plus. Welcome back to another edition of your hockey report. Just like always, I'm your host of this segment, Nick Fenton. I'd like to start by thanking our sponsor, F3 Men's Workout, for sponsoring our weekly hockey report. Thank you guys so much, but without further ado, let's get into the hockey news. Starting on October 4th, the final preseason game between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. At about 2.5 minutes into this game, it broke into chaos, and it did not end until the final whistle. The teams would combine for 322 penalty minutes and 16 match penalties, which is hockey talk for ejections. On top of that, Scott Sabern and J.J. Moser, both of the Tampa Bay Lightning, both received suspensions. Scott Sabern, a 4-game suspension, J.J. Moser, a 2-game suspension. And the Tampa Bay Lightning, as an organization, were fined $125,000 for their collective action in this game. And the worst part of this all, they lost the game 7-0 with their star goalie, Andrei Vasilevsky, in net for the first 2 periods. And an interesting occurrence, I guess you could call it, is Florida Panthers defenseman Nico Mikkola was given a match penalty, was never informed he was given a match penalty, so stayed on the bench, would continue to play, and then would assist on a goal that would make the score 8-0. When the refs realized that he was still playing, they stopped play, took the goal off the board, and sent him to the locker room. I don't believe that has ever happened in an NHL game before. Now, let's get to some contract signings. Connor McDavid signed a 2-year contract extension with the Edmonton Oilers that will kick in next season, worth a total of $25 million. Jack Eichel of the Vegas Golden Knights signed an extension of 8 years, $108 million. And Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets signed an 8-year extension worth $96 million to continue playing with the Jets. Tuesday was opening night of the NHL season, and our first game was the Florida Panthers versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Frank Nazar would score the first goal of the NHL season, but that was not enough to put a wet blanket on the Florida Panthers banner-raising ceremony. They would go on to win the game 3-2. The second game on the lineup was Pittsburgh in New York playing at MSG against their former head coach, Mike Sullivan, who was making his debut behind the Rangers bench. And unfortunately for Mike, the Penguins got this one. Archer Seelovs got his first NHL shutout, beating the Rangers 3-0. Then the final game on Tuesday was the Colorado Avalanche